let's do some market updates. Scott, why don't we kind of go in reverse here? Scott, give us what's going on Oahu, man.
Yeah, I scoured everywhere looking for little changes here and there, but nothing's changing. Dylan and I, we always kind of talk about the number of active listings on the market for single family homes, and it had been hovering around like 440, 430, and then it bumped up to about 455. And I was like, are we going to see a trend here? And this month it's back down to 438. So nothing's changed here. I mean, our median home price this month hit $1,050,000 again. And the condos are going up too. The inventory is shrinking significantly. So there's not a whole lot changing. It's pretty much status quo. Prices are going up, restricted inventory, a lot of competition. I did have success, or I am having success right now. I wrote an offer the other day on a condo, a little small 1-bedroom condo in town in the urban core, and no competition. And we're trying to get about 8% off the list price because they're overpriced, which is the trend that I'm starting to see. Sellers are starting to put their home on the market and they're trying to be aggressive with the price, which is the wrong strategy to do, which we had talked about before. But the two big things that I would say right now, I mentioned it last week about the international buyer coming. So I just called, this listing came on in Aloha, and I called the agent and he said, man, almost 3/4 of the showings that I've had have been to agents with foreign buyers doing FaceTime or Zoom showings. So it's there. That's I was talking about it, and then I talked to someone. He's like, yeah, I'm getting a ton of activity from that international buyer now. So it's there. I think it will come, and I think that will change the dynamic. The other really interesting point to understand is the conforming loan limit for Hawaii for next year will go up. It's at 822, 375,000 right now, and it's going to go up to 937,500. What that means is those conforming loans are easier to get, and they're kind of standardized loans. So when you go to a lender, they'll sell it off in the secondary market. So for one, it's easier to qualify. You can put less down and you get a lower rate. Once you get above that, then you're in jumbo loan territory. And what ends up happening is you got to put more money down, higher rate, and it gets more restrictive. So you just went from 822, 375 to 937, 500. That's going to give more borrowing power to people who are getting loans, and it's going to move people up and be able to move people up in price points. It's going to add more competition to the market.
So real quick shout out there, Ray Dix, welcome back. Ray is also a member of the Islander Ohana. And Ray, if I can make a suggestion, you got to update your profile picture because Ray is this awesome dude. He's a retired lawyer, and he's got this amazingly long ponytail, and it's just awesome. So Ray, you got to kind of show us the ponytail, dude. But anyway, it's interesting, Scott, because I wish I had a quick instant replay of the last show predictions, right? Because 1 or 2 shows ago, right? I think it was you who mentioned that foreign buyers are coming. And those foreign, once the COVID thing kind of lifts the restrictions, foreign buyers are coming with big bags of cash. And it's kind of interesting to kind of see that. So every indication I'm getting, and look, and if you think about it, right, the inflation pressures are clear. Everybody knows that inflation is not coming; it's here, and it doesn't seem to be what they believe to be was a temporary thing. It seems to be kind of perhaps a much more not quite so temporary. So you got inflation pressures, which of course real estate always follows inflation, and then you got this interest rate. So all the indicators are pointing that there's going to be more activity, and if anything, that the prices are going to jump even more. It's not going to let up. We're going to have less inventory, more activity, more demand, etc. At least that's the way I'm seeing it from